Good evening. Thanks for joining us. Neenah voters will select a new mayor next spring. Jane Lang announcing she won't seek re-election after just one term in office.
She was elected in 2022 after serving 8 years on the city council. In a First Alert update tonight, chief political reporter Jason Zimmerman speaking with the mayor and the only declared candidate thus far. He joins us live in the Fox Valley newsroom. Jason?
Chris, this announcement comes just days after Scott Becker filed paperwork declaring his intention to run for Neenah Mayor. That list is likely to grow with the race for this full-time position leading the city now wide open. Becker has a background in public relations and previously served as chief of staff for former state representative Steve Wickard. Meanwhile, Jane Lang notified city staff and council members late yesterday afternoon of her intention to not seek re-election. A short time ago, I spoke to Lang at City Hall about her reasons for stepping aside.
It's a difficult decision, and because I love the city of Neenah so much, my hometown and our family's community since the mid-1800s. So it's a tough decision, but at the same time, it's the right decision for our family.
I'm surprised. I was actually looking forward to running against her because I think there's a lot of important issues that need to be discussed in this community, such as economic development, revitalizing our business districts, improving our roads, which are crumbling.
Again, Becker is the only candidate so far to file. If there's more than 3 names on the ballot, voters will decide February 17th who advances to the spring election. Reporting live in Fox Valley News from Jason Zimmerman, Action 2 News.